I started this channel a couple of weeks ago, and we're slowly starting to build it up, and I hope you'll help me and I can help you as we go along together and try to see what it takes to build a channel. And the one thing I want to do with this particular channel, Even Rabbits, is build community, build some loyal followers, and get to know you, let you get to know me. And so I thought we would start our day off today by talking about how to build a community on YouTube. And there are some things that we can do. I'm going to run down to my iPad here so we can take some notes. When you think about community, think about loyalty. Can you have a good community without loyalty? Not so sure. So what we're going to try to do here is decide and think about what can we do to build loyalty in a community. I'm going to turn the music down here a little bit. Well, first thing we can do, and it's the buzzword for the day, it's be authentic. Everyone is talking about these days about being authentic because there's so much fakery going on, especially with artificial intelligence taking a hold like it is. There's more of a desire, it seems like, for people to see some authentic content that's about you, the kind of person you are, being real. We don't want to see something fake. At least I don't. So I'm trying to figure out how I can, in my content, be more authentic. How can I come across as the person that I am, not try to be something I'm not. And so you want to talk to your audience. It says, in my mind, I'm thinking you want to talk with your audience and to your audience, not at your audience. And when I use that word audience, I'm not particularly thrilled about that word audience because it connotates that there's a huge crowd out there that I'm speaking to. Actually, I'm just speaking to one person. I have no idea who you are, where you are, what you're doing, why you're watching this. I don't know if you're in your office. I don't know if you're on your iPhone. I don't know if you're at home. But the conversation is between me and you. So I want to talk to you and with you and not at you. I want to try to make this a conversation. Another thing we can do about being authentic is we can show our personality. We can let our personality come through and not try to be something we're not. So, just let things happen as they happen. Another thing we can do about authentic is about showing some authenticity is showing our behind the scenes moments, kind of show how we're doing what we're doing. And so I thought, well, okay, why don't we give you a shot of where I am this morning. This is the coffee shop. I'll take this thing off. All right. It's about as authentic as a person can get. Ooh, I'd be blurry. What happened? Oh, man. That's weird. Oh, I hit the pause button. But anyway, this is our setup. So I want to show you kind of where I'm at. Hello, good morning. Oh, I'm hitting the pause button with my finger on this silly camera. So, good morning. Hope you're doing okay this morning. Jump into chat and say hi. So this is where we're at. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so when we're talking about being authentic, part of that is showing some behind the scenes and showing kind of where we are. Another thing we can do is this word engage. This idea that we want to engage our audience. We want to give them an opportunity to be a part of what we're doing. And I want you to join with me. That's why I want you to jump into chat. Or I want you to, if you're watching this a year from now, make some comments. Let me know what you're doing, who you are, so that we can communicate. We want to constantly and consistently engage each other, our audience, and your content needs to engage the audience. So you want to be authentic, and you want to engage the audience. You want to reply to the comments that people post on your videos. You want to ask simple, direct questions in your videos. You'll hear me often say about what do you think? And something you can do is pin a comment on your video. You can make a comment under each of your videos and pin it. So that helps as well. It's a comment that you can write in the comments portion of your video and pin it at the top so that it'll consistently stick there. And something else, we've talked about engagement. We want to engage. Something else we can do is create what we might call, well, what happened to my, oh man, this is what you call live. My pen. Oh well, so much for that. Sorry about that. My iPad just went out on me. But what we're talking about here is connection points. We want to be authentic. We want to engage our audience consistently, and we want to create what we could call connection points. You want to go live, maybe live once a week. Maybe you want to add some polls or some community posts, create a theme for a specific series of videos. There's all kinds of things you can do to create some regular, ongoing connection points. So, and one other thing before we move along, you want to deliver value. You want to have a value proposition. You want to give people a reason to be watching. And you want to give them some useful information. You want to answer their questions. You want to make sure they're not wasting their time because they've, graciously given their time to watch your video and to watch your content. So respect their time and don't waste it. So the word for today is community. Let's try to build a community by mainly talking to each other one-on-one, you and me, and engage each other in a conversation. And so I want you to jump into chat if you're with us this morning, or I want you to, if you're watching this at some future date, provide some comments. let me know how things are going in your world. Let us communicate. How's that sound? Did we hit the point? I'm trying out my new special effects. I think I made a good point about community. Don't you think? Well, all right. Well, let's see. Let me show you what we're going to do for the rest of the day. We've been following this format during these live streams for the last week or so, and we're going to continue to do it for a week. We start off with an intro, maybe a word of the day, something like that, and which we just went through. And then we're going to do a YouTube critique. Then we're going to have a time of question and answers. I've got 3 or 4 questions I can ask, and unless we have somebody in chat who has a question. Then we've got a guest speaker. I'll bring in some clip that I've got off of YouTube of somebody might give us some tips on how to improve our channels. And then we'll be done for the day. So stick around. I usually go for about an hour. So we've done the intro. So now we're going to run over to YouTube. And we're going to look for a random channel to critique. So we can either do a search and look for a channel, or we can just pull one up here. What is this? Hoarder. 8,000 artifacts found hidden under this 1740s cabin. What will our metal detectors uncover next? Well, that might be good. Why don't we try that? Video got over 1 million views. It's been up a year, so they must be doing something right. Let's see what we can learn from them. Let's pick up the oh, come on now. I'm going to try to get a close-up of the one we're looking at here. This is what we're going to look at. 8,000 artifacts found hidden under the 1740s cabin. What will our detection uncover next? What I want us to do is, as we look at this channel, I want us to think about giving these different elements of a channel a grade. An A, B, C, or D. We're going to look at their thumbnail. We're going to look at their title. Then we're going to look at the intro, the first 20 seconds or so, and see how the intro ties into the title and the thumbnail. Then we're going to look at the hosts and their screen presence, how they appear on camera. Do they appear nervous? Are they confident? What do we think about their screen presence? And then we'll look at their overall content. We'll go through the video, skip through it, get enough of the meat of it so that we can have some sort of an opinion of their overall content. And then we'll try to give them an overall rating. So that's the idea. So this is the thumbnail. It's really just looks like just a screenshot. And I see this big old house, and I see them sitting in front of it. But I don't know. What do you think in terms of a thumbnail? I guess it caught my attention, but I kind of wish I could see them closer. They're kind of in the distance there. This camera's kind of far off, and it's in a weird perspective. It's sort of in a wide shot, but it's not a formal thumbnail that you would consider like a regular thumbnail we would see. It's not like the traditional. This is like a traditional thumbnail. What we're used to seeing a thumbnail like that, or like this. Instead, he's got this as a thumbnail. So what do you think? How effective is it? How clickable is it? Would you see this? You want to click on it? I don't know. The title's kind of long, but it does tell us everything we need to know about what the video is going to be about. It says 8,000 artifacts found hidden under this 1740s cabin. What will our metal detectors uncover next? I don't know. Should titles be that long? Will people stop long enough to read it? Could they shorten it in some way? Could they come up with some sort of a hook that would be shorter? And when we talk about value, I guess the value we're going to get out of this video is entertainment. They're not going to teach us anything. It doesn't say here about anything about they're going to give us tips on treasure hunting or how to look for artifacts in an old house. It's not really going to be a how-to. They're not really going to show us anything other than, I guess, from what I can tell, it's going to be more of just observing them using their metal detectors in an old house and watching them uncover stuff. So it's going to be, I guess it's entertainment. That's the value we're going to get, the purpose. So we got the thumbnail, the title. Let's watch the intro. We're going to start the video. Let's pull it up. And let's
What's up, guys? Court Order here. Out today at this
all right,
incredible old cemetery. Now, I am not metal.
We want to look at the first 20 seconds and see if it has anything to do with the title and the thumbnail. Now, remember, the title and the thumbnail and the intro, they all need to be in sync. The thumbnail and title is a 1-2 punch. It's to get me to come to your video. And then the intro needs to reinforce what your title has promised me. You've promised me an old house, artifacts, and metal detectors. So you need to, in the first 20 seconds, tie that in some way. Reinforce that title. Let's see what he does here.
Detecting the cemetery. On the other corner is the 1740s log cabin. From 1790 to like 1830, it was a general store. It was purchased by a private owner about a year ago, and he's been finding all sorts of things. I'm going to show you the stuff he found later in the video. He's trying to put together a whole little museum, all stemming around that incredible log cabin. Doug couldn't make it today, so it's just me, Rich, Charlie, and Lynn. And the property owner himself is going to join us, Jeffrey. So let's fire the machines and see how we do. Back in the first dig, and we'll see you guys soon.
Okay.
Later.
Okay, looks like we're about a minute in, and he's done a pretty good tie-in to his title. You'll notice he didn't waste any time. He showed us the old house. He told us what they're going to do, and the title is correct, and he did a good job of tying in the intro to the title. So we kind of know what we're going to get here. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Hang on, let's see if I can bring this up a little better. All right. Let's watch some of the video now. What we want to watch is his screen presence. the people on camera, do they like it? Do they look nervous? Do they look at the camera? Do they talk to us? That sort of thing. Do they engage us? Oh, he's got a title screen.
Charlie, the Heritage Relic Hunter, actually has the first thing of the day. You beat out Rich for first find of the day, Charlie. That doesn't happen very often. Let's take a look.
He had the first find of the day with the bottle cap.
Oh, okay. You had the first good find, though. No, it doesn't even count.
Even if it has that, what's that old man that you had on there with the bottle cap?
Old Mr. Boston. Old Mr. Boston.
Oh, let's not find another one of those.
Now, what toll is better, Charlie?
Equal, maybe?
Equal. All right, let's start with this one since you're standing in front of it.
Well, I found you guys are in the cabin, so it's right there in this.
Oh, is that a large copper?
It's green.
I think it's a button.
I think it's a coin.
Bring out 41. A little bit too high for a button.
I think it's a coin.
We're thinking maybe farthing.
I think it's too big for a farthing. It's really slick.
It's slick.
Okay, what do you think so far? I think they're doing a pretty good job so far. I mean, evidently they have a regular group of folks, and if you watch them on a regular basis, you probably are familiar with them as personalities, and so that's one way of engaging the audience, is to have regular engagement with the audience, and you're letting your personality come through, and this is what they're certainly doing. Let's move ahead here and see what we're going to go up to about the, looks like the 5-minute mark or so.
Logical search here. The property owner has been excavating the inside, and he's going to give us a little tour, but just take a look at this. Holy cow. Where do you see the inside? It looks like an old Egyptian archaeological site. Oh my goodness. Now, Jeffrey, what year was this originally built?
Parts of the way it's constructed downstairs could indicate that it's built as early as the 1740s, unless they reused parts of an earlier building in 1789.
You said that this back corner used to be a general store in the late early 1800s?
So there was a general store here from 1789 to 1823. William Mullen bought this property in 1788 from George Day and opened up a store here. And then his two son-in-laws, Elisha Kirk and Levi Kirk, they took over the store around 1810 for William Mullen.
When you bought it, these floors were all here. You pulled them off and you've been sifting the ground, finding...
Yeah.
How many pieces have you found throughout the year or two that you've owned this place?
So between what was in the crawl space and doing around the back border of the foundation, were about 8,000 artifacts.
Oh, wow.
I did.
We're going to go take a look at them later. They're around the corner.
I counted most of what I dug up out of the crawl space, and I was about 6,000 artifacts, made up over 400 different ceramic and glass vessels.
Okay, so they've already found artifacts. Seems like this guy's already done the work. I thought they were going to go in with a metal detector and start looking for stuff, but they're out in the yard, looks like. Let's see.
I'm going to guess it's going to be a braided 1839, 1850s, but maybe I'm wrong. Could be a Liberty cap. Who knows? Let's toothbrush it down and see what you get out of that sucker.
Coins. Looking for coins out in the yard.
All right, there's Charlie's second copper of the day. Charlie is kicking some butt, Lynn.
He is. He's beating Rich.
This one is a big, thick, braided hair, large cent, 1830s, 40s, 50s era. The last of the large cents. We had a feeling just based on how thick it was, although it could have been a Liberty cap. Just a light toothbrushing in the field, enough to be able to ID it. You can see 1 cent there in the back.
Okay, I guess if you're a coin collector, you understand all of this stuff. Does he need to be explaining more to us about what he's talking about in terms of the kinds of coins they're finding? Or I guess maybe his target audience is coin collectors and people who look for stuff with metal detectors, and so they kind of know what he's talking about, because I sure don't. I'm not a coin collector.
It's
No, it's not.
just
Just like a finial or
designed.
something.
Is there
This side's gone.
Yeah, the plating came
But-
off on that side.
bottom? It seems there's something on there because it could be a wax seal.
I think it's missing the stab.
I don't know, but it's heavy.
Oh, it's super heavy. Yeah, that's a really nice piece.
Could be a wax seal, could be.
Yeah, I guess it could be a lot of
Like
things.
two different metals, though?
Could be a lot of
I'm
junk.
not sure.
Somebody's
Well,
junk.
we'll brush it down. I mean, I'm really curious to see Jeffrey's entire collection of everything he's found so far. We're adding some, hopefully, cool pieces to it.
Okay, you get what he's doing here in terms of audience retention. He's putting off the viewing of the artifacts until the end of the video. That keeps us interested. He keeps talking about all these artifacts that the other guy has found in the house, and they're going to go look at them. We're all going to go see them, but he's not going to do it until the end of the video. That's going to keep us interested, keep us around.
But this one, I'm not sure. I'm going to go with wax seal, though, Lynn, only because it's possible, and that sounds much cooler than finial. All right, so Jeffrey said we can go upstairs. Now, I asked if it was safe, Lynn, and he's leading the way. So, yeah, if he didn't fall, I don't think we'll fall.
Yeah, if you haven't heard me yelling from the basement, you should be fine.
No, I think he's good. All hewn logs the whole way.
Yeah, all chestnut. The top logs back here, they span the whole length of the house, so they're over 30 foot long. Which is, those are huge pieces of wood.
And there's another room back here.
This room had been plastered in 1869. And so when that guy plastered the room, he signed the plaster. So it's on that wall there.
This is safe to stand on?
Yeah.
Okay. I weigh a lot, Jeff. I'm a big guy. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Well, look at that. Cool.
Yeah, plastered May 30th, 1869, and signed James Barraker in the lower left.
Do any of the family still live around here? James Barraker.
So his sister was Miss Fitzgerald, whose grandson I bought the house from. I've been trying to do some genealogy, and I haven't found any surviving people with the last name Barraker.
Okay, that's pretty cool. 1869. I'm not sure if I've ever signed my name and put a date on something, on anything I've plastered. Let's move ahead here to about, let's see, this video is 27 minutes long. Let's go to about 18 minutes in. Looks like he's doing something here.
Wait, I didn't find it yet.
Oh, he's got his metal detector.
Right there. Now this might be really good. As I rotated on it, it sounds good too, and it's got some depth to it. It's about 6 inches deep. I'm gonna hand the camera to Lynn. We're gonna try a live dig because Rich has my GoPro on his head. Hang on, let's see.
Okay, Jason's first good signal of the day.
I'm excited, Lynn. This is gonna be a winner.
He's jumping up and down.
Well, I don't really jump real high. Oh, I went in nice. I thought it was gonna hit the tree
Okay,
root.
so we're gonna do a live dig.
Now Jeffrey said this used to be the old road. If you can see, Lynn, how it's kind of like a hill.
It's kind of like a gully.
Yeah, this was the old stagecoach road. Back when
From
this was,
Baltimore to Philadelphia in the 18th and 19th century.
so see that, Lynn? This could possibly be something.
Somebody dropped this on the way to or from Philadelphia.
Oh, it's still down there. It's probably in the sidewalk.
Where we are, Brick Meeting House area, was 2 days from both places.
Oh, right in the middle.
Yeah, and even today, we're still about an hour from both places.
Looks like he's
We're born ready.
looks like he's digging for worms.
Up right there. I think it's going to be a modern quarter.
Oh,
I think it's going to be a modern quarter. Yep, I see George Washington.
oh shoot.
Jeffrey, this is one of those weird hobbies where when you find something with George Washington on it, it's no good. Yeah, we'll square now.
Square nail.
Hey, I got a button.
You have a button?
Yeah,
Another one?
yeah.
Wow, what a mess. So they're digging under, looks like under the foundation of the house now. Well, let's move ahead here a little bit more to 22 minutes, 22 minutes in.
You got that sugar rush of the cookies. Let me see, he yelled out copper. This will be your third copper.
Well, I'm pretty sure it is. I covered it so it.
I see it. I see it. Oh, wow.
You got a nail and a flower pot.
It's another thin one. I'm going to move it out to the sun, Charlie.
At the back of the yard, yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's another thin one. It's got some other metals stuck to it, like clumped up on it too. And it's got a lot of that shiny soil. This one's pretty slick. I want to toothbrush it so we could try to. Yeah, there's not much detail left
Well,
on it. I don't wanna
toothbrush it.
lose and I'm
I
in a
hope he
weird
toothbrush it.
sunshade
I want to
area.
see what it looks
I
like.
think I see writing, but I'm not sure. Let's give it a light brushing, Charlie. I think it's going to be British, though.
Yeah, it's pretty thin.
Yeah, hold on. We'll come right back. All right, the Heritage Relic Hunter again with another copper, but
Finding lots of coins. All right, let's see what. Get toward the end here. Let's see. Sorry,
pieces.
my Wi-Fi seems to be dragging.
Lynn, you would
Sorry.
make so many necklaces out of this stuff.
Oh, how did that look weird?
Yeah. All these clay pipe pieces.
Get your horn out.
Yeah, I've never found one yet. And some of them he's even gluing together and taping together, trying to. All the bowls, just doing restorations. All these buttons were found.
There's over 250 there.
There's dandy buttons, bone buttons. He's got pewter buttons, military buttons, mother of pearl, porcelain.
Couple blowhole buttons here.
Yeah, everything, just from under that cabin. And he's got flatware over here,
Got neatly laid these over here too.
fiddleback spoons, and all those bone handles, pewter. All this, every piece painstakingly pulled out from underneath of that cabin. If you're into this, it's like.
Okay, I want you to take a look at this graph down here at the bottom. You see my mouse? See this graph that pops up down here at the bottom? This is the number of replays and the number of people going back and forth, taking another look. It's a general idea. It shows you how popular, what part of the video has been the most popular. See the graph at peaks right here? Now look at the rest of the timeline here. It's pretty flat all the way. Don't see too many dips. So there's another peak down here. Down in this area. There's a peak right there. But obviously the look at all the artifacts is the most popular part of the whole video. And he stuck it right at the end in order to help get retention, keep people interested. All right, let's go right here toward the end and let's see how he finishes this thing up.
But I was just fascinated that this cabin was not only still standing, but that Jeffrey found so many treasures hiding right under those floorboards. And don't forget, this Thursday night, there's going to be a special quarter after live stream, 7:15 p.m. Eastern, right here on the channel with my good friend Steph Tangway from Steph Digs. We're going to be talking metal detecting, old colonial coins that she finds up in New England, her YouTube
Steph,
journey, and all sorts
look at
of
that
fun.
hair.
Again, this Thursday night, 7:15 p.m., the quarter after live stream, right here on the channel.
All right, so he does a live stream. That's another way of helping to build community. Our work for the day is community, and we talked about maybe doing a live stream once a week or once a month or every once in a while, and it sort of helps keep people interested in what you're doing. They're not just watching a video and moving on, but they're going to tie into your channel and be a part of your regular programming. So if you go live every once in a while, that's not a bad idea. Well, let's talk about the channel now. We've seen the content. Let's think about the gradings. Thumbnail, title, intro were all pretty good. What about screen presence? I think he's authentic for sure. Comes across as real, comes across as someone who probably talks just like that, behaves just like that. If you were to have a cup of coffee with him, he would probably be just like that. So the screen presence is pretty good. I do wish they would look more into the camera throughout the video, though. I see this a lot in terms of these observation type videos where we watch somebody do something. They show us the activity, and we see a lot of their hands, and we see the places they walk to. We see them walking to a house or through the property or whatever, and we watch them do their thing, but they never, during the video, stop long enough to turn around and look at the camera like he is here. It's always toward the end or the beginning, but never during the video, and I don't know why. I wish you could break things up during the video. If he would stop every once in a while and look at us, it would further engage the audience, because we get engaged when we look at his face, when we look at the person. The face is what engages the audience. And so if he would once or twice during the 30-minute video stop long enough and look at the camera and talk to us directly, I think it would be an improvement. That's something I try to do, is be aware that my looking into the lens and my looking into the camera has a lot to do with keeping the audience engaged. So screen presence, I'm going to give him a, I don't know about that thumbnail. It's so unusual. It's just that shot of the house with them sitting in front of it. So I don't know about the thumbnail. I'm going to give the thumbnail a B. A title and intro are going to be pretty good A's, A minus. Screen presence, I'm going to give him probably a B to a B minus, because I do wish he was on screen more in terms of looking at us face to face. Overall content, it's pretty interesting. Content was good. And it was good that he put the view of all the authentic, what am I trying to say? In terms of retention, it was good that he put off the most popular part of the video to the end, which is looking at all the stuff they found. All of those artifacts. He waited till the very end to go through that whole stuff, that whole pile of stuff, and so it kept us interested. An overall rating, I'm going to give, in terms of an overall rating, I'm going to give it probably like a B minus. Little better than average. Pretty good. Well, let's look at his description and comments. See if I can close in here. I'm just going to try to see if we could maybe bump this up a little bit. Take a close look at the 1.3 million views. It was posted a year ago. Look at his comments. This is where you want to hit the reply button. You want to go through and reply to these comments. That will help grow the channel. That will help us grow our channel. I try as much as I can to follow up on all of the comments that are made. So anytime I see a comment that pops up on a video, I will try to go there and hit a reply. It doesn't have to be anything great, just reply to what they say, or say I agree, or give it a thumbs up. But you want to get involved with people who are taking the time to comment on the video. We need to probably recognize them and give them some feedback. So, how many subscribers? He's got 84,000 subscribers, which is nothing to sneeze at. It's pretty good. So, what do you think? What do you think of his overall presentation? Good, bad, What kind of an overall grade? I gave him a B minus. All right. We've done our channel critique for the day. Let me know in comments if you agree with anything I had to say or disagree. Let me know what you think. This is all about having a conversation, and we're trying to learn. We want to learn how to produce good videos and good content so that we can grow our channel. All right, let's see. We're ready for, I guess, our guest speaker. This is Sean from Think Media, and he's interviewing a person who works for YouTube, an employee at YouTube. So they're going to give us some insight here on how our YouTube channel can grow. Let's see what he has to say.
Latest updates to the YouTube algorithm, and what are the best ways to get views and subscribers on YouTube in 2025? I have the privilege of sitting with a YouTube employee today, Renee Ritchie. And Renee, the algorithm always evolves.
Yes.
Change is a big word because foundationally a lot of things are the same, but there's some new updates that creators need to know about. What are those?
Yeah, well, just to go back for like a short second, like the algorithm tries to get better and better every day, tries to learn more and more every day. And as content evolves, the algorithm evolves. Sometimes you see creators say, like, my content is not performing the same, the algorithm must have changed. It's like a blanket statement. That's not always true. What I think is happening is people see ecosystem-wide change, like they see changes on their content. Like maybe someone stumbles on them, they watch a lot of back catalog, the YouTube algorithm understands that this is the type of viewer that's interested in it. They find people who also watch the similar things. They recommend it to them, and that sort of pocket grows of like, yay, we found a new audience, and that audience pool depletes, and they don't get those views anymore. Like, oh, the algorithm changed again, and it went away. But really, like, I think of it like weather systems, but really it's just like strange attractors. It keeps finding new audiences. Those audiences consume or choose not to, and then it goes back to searching for more audiences.
And one of the things you mentioned was there was kind of like the full recipe, or just that. What's that update?
Yeah, so YouTube is using LLMs, large language models, and a lot of people think about Gen AI, but they're also very good at holding large sets of parameters. So for example, we can now understand more parts of a video. So an analogy a good friend of ours, Todd Beaupre, uses is before, like, maybe YouTube knew how to follow a recipe, and now it's better learning how to cook. So
Okay, now think about that. Think about that for a moment, about making content. He said that the YouTube algorithm now has a good way of scanning or looking at the actual content of the video and pulling out information from the content. So it's not just looking at your thumbnail and your title. It's looking at your content and able to do a deep dive into the content itself in order to pull out those things that would be of interest to people, and then they push that video to people based on that information. So content is key here in terms of being able to gain our audience.
Like, if you watch a video, that video might have a bunch of different nuanced topics, and just serving you videos that are somewhat similar, you may not like them. They may not be what's interesting to you, so you might skip those, and those creators would see that in lower CTRs. So what this is doing is letting us more precisely recommend videos to the right viewer. So maybe you're watching something and we think you like this kind of food, but really you like these specific ingredients. And once we can understand this is what you want, we can give you much more specific videos to suit your tastes. So that's a better experience for you and better audience fit for the creator.
And
Okay, that's a pretty good summary of what YouTube is interested in. Finding the content that interests the viewer and push that content to the viewer. They want to know what the viewer desires, and then they want to show the viewer content based on what they're looking for. It's all about pushing interest.
basically, does the creator need to do anything different in their strategy, or you're just saying essentially using large language models, which, am I right to call that AI?
Yeah, I mean, everything, AI is like a blanket term for everything, like there's machine learning, there's like neural networks, all these things, so yeah.
And so kind of like ChatGPT is a large language model, YouTube is more precisely looking at scripts
Yeah.
and looking at all the details that are in a video. So always fighting for better discoverability,
Yeah.
getting the right information to viewers. How should the creator think about that strategically so they can get more views?
I think this one is more on the viewer side. It's more precision. So like, do you like dance videos or do you like salsa? Because maybe we're recommending generic dance videos and you're not interested in those. Now we understand you like salsa. We're giving you salsa videos. So like the creator is not going to like an audience that's not interested in them, and the viewer is getting exactly what they want.
I got you. So ultimately, when it comes to getting views, because
Yeah.
we talk all about the algorithm, but everybody listening to this, like, I want to get discovered, I want to get more views. What's the best way to think about it in the context of understanding how the YouTube algorithm works?
Yeah, so I think it depends what stage of creator you are. Like in the beginning, like if you experiment, you can start to try, like first, of course, find what's passionate to you, or you won't be able to do it long term. But like once you find your passions, experiment, and you can go into the audience tab and see what kind of videos are resonating with your audience. And then you can make more of those videos, but also videos that continue. I think people underestimate the power of viewer journeys. There are going to be some videos that acquire an audience, whether through search or through recommendations, or through suggested traffic. There'll be videos that nurture your audience and giving them more of what they want. There'll be videos that sell products for you. But you want to think of like, someone found my channel through this video. What's the next video that's just no-brainer for them to click on and watch? And what's the video after that? And so when you're building out your strategy, think about, this is a video that's going to get a lot of interest. But immediately at the end, and I want to say like, go watch this video for the big picture, or go watch this video for the details, and you want to give them something to relate to. The more somebody who loved the current video will love the next video, the more likely they'll click on and watch that next video. I know some.
Okay, so interesting stuff there. So think about in terms of your strategy. I've got to think about my strategy when I post a video. What is going to be the next video that I can send this viewer to after they watch this video, which tells me I'm going to have a whole group of videos that are based on the same topic, similar topic. I want to create a video that will pop up at the end of the current video, and I can say, okay, watch this one next. If you are interested in this topic and interested in this information, here's one that'll even make your next, even give you more information. Here's the next video. So it's not a hit and miss. It's a strategy that shows or reveals a number of videos that are tied together so that you can keep that viewer hooked to your channel. They watch this video, then at the end of that video, you give them a link to the next video, and sort of binge watch. That's what one of the trends on YouTube is, binge watching. And you can even mention that in your content. You can say halfway through the video, you can say, if you're interested in this video, we've got 6 other videos on a similar topic that you can binge watch, and provide a link in the description. That sort of thing. So content is becoming much more available to the algorithm as it looks for little bits of information that it can rely on to send interest to viewers. And they're trying to, it seems to me what they're trying to do is niche way down as far as they can go in terms of information. Let's say you've got a channel on fishing. Well, not only are they going to be interested in a fishing channel, but they want to know what kind of fish. Is it niched down to just fishing for bass? Well, if you're starting a channel on fishing, maybe you want to think about starting a channel just for bass fishing. Niche it down one more level. Or if you want to even go any further, you could go, okay, I want a channel, or I'm going to have a series of videos on my fishing channel. I'm going to have 6 videos fishing for bass at a certain lake or at a certain location. And then all of those videos will be shot at that location. Or that would be another way of niching down. Or you could say, I'm going to have 6 videos fishing for bass using 3 of my favorite lures. That would be another way of niching down, getting real specific. And then the algorithm is going to pick up on that. And when people are interested in fishing for bass, it's going to push them that video. So it's fascinating to think about. Interesting. Well, let's see how much time we got left. We got time for a couple of questions just to wrap things up here. Let's see. Here's a question. How do I deal with burnout or creative blocks? I was reading some statistics yesterday about people who are creating channels on YouTube and quitting. And believe it or not, 90%, it says in some cases, in some of the websites that track this stuff, some of the analysis that are being made, up to 90% of all YouTube creators experience burnout. And so you have to think about that. What causes burnout? And how can I avoid it? And I know I personally, since I do so much of my work Monday through Friday, I try to keep my weekends free. I try to take off weekends. It's hard because I love talking YouTube, and I love talking social media, and I love posting and creating content, and it's hard to shut it down on a Saturday and Sunday and just relax. But that's one thing I try to do, is take at least one day a week where I don't think about anything that's YouTube or social media related. I try to get away from it. Creative blocks. Well, again, I think you have to take some time off, don't you? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know in comments, or pop into chat and let me know what you think. How to deal with burnout or creative blocks. Saw the old stuff about getting exercise and eating the right foods, all that kind of stuff. How do I promote my videos without annoying people? That's a good question. Right now, I promote my videos on Facebook, on X, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, on Instagram, and what else? Have I hit all the major ones? I think so. And I do want to not overdo it, especially on Facebook, because on Facebook you get hammered with so many ads and so many commercials. I try to promote my videos in a conversational way and not make it like an ad. And on Facebook, I will try to keep it down to like 3 or 4 times a day. I will try to post a banner ad of an upcoming video or a live stream. I'll try to do it in the morning. I'll do one in the mid-afternoon, and then I'll do one at night. That's my usual habit. So I figure on Facebook, if I can do it 3 times a day, that's not annoying. But you know, that YouTube stream changes so fast. There's so many posts going on that even posting 3 times a day is not enough. But I don't want to make people, unlike my channel or unlike my Facebook, because they will, if you start hammering them with too much stuff, too many ads, too many promotions, they will shut you down. They will turn you off. I mean, I've done that. I've turned people off on my Facebook feed who are becoming too repetitive. Like every 3 minutes I see them pop up. It gets old, so you have to be careful. What are some other ways that we could promote our videos without annoying people? Give it a thought. Let me know what you think. Well, let's see. Should I go live or stick with pre-recorded videos? I would say yes. I would say do both. Especially if you're first starting out as a new creator, I suggest you go live at least once a week or twice a week, because what going live will do is give you practice. It'll give you experience. It'll help you become more comfortable on camera. It'll help you become comfortable speaking into a microphone. It will help you come up with, a conversational style if you just get on a live feed and just start talking to the camera. And what you want to do is, in your mind, picture one person on the other side of the lens. There's one person. If you want to, just make up somebody. Say your mom or your spouse or your brother or sister are on the other side of the camera, and you're talking to them. You're just having a normal conversation with them. That's the idea. And if you go live, it helps you get that experience. And in terms of pre-recorded videos, of course, those are always going to be the mainstay of YouTube. Now, what I do, I take my live recordings, my live videos, and I make shorts out of certain parts of the content. And, if there's a particular section of the live stream that I think is worthy, I'll make a 60-second short out of it. You can repackage live streams into pre-recorded videos as well. Do some editing, add some graphics, add some text, and turn your live stream into a pre-recorded video. So there's lots of ways to do it. There's no right way, there's no one way. So pre-recorded videos are good because you can edit them. You can take out the noise and take out the parts of your speech that are annoying if you have too many uhs or too many pauses. So the editing of a pre-recorded video is helpful, and there's, of course, you can tighten it. You can tighten it up and take out the fluff. And pre-recorded videos tell a story, or they should tell a story to be interesting. Pre-recorded videos are more apt to having a big beginning, middle, and end. I mean, it's hard to do a live stream and tell a story, because a live stream is a different animal. It's just more of a conversational talk between me and you, and I'm not sure a live stream is a great way of actually telling a story, although it could be, I suppose. You could have a live stream that is a total narrative. Think back into some of the stuff you've seen on TV that is live. They can certainly be story driven. So I don't want to say that live streams are not good for storytelling, but it's something that you have to think about and something you have to prepare for. Where the live stream I'm doing here from the coffee shop is just more of a conversational, off the top of my head, without very much pre-planning, as you can tell. It's just more of a pick up a cup of coffee and sort of hang out, let's talk kind of vibe to it. So there's all kinds of ways to do this deal. How important is it to respond to every comment? Well, I think it's very important, because it's an easy way to engage with your audience. They have taken the time to sit down and write you a comment about your video. If it's a positive video and it's a video that has some good feedback, and they're not trying to troll you or insult you or make fun of you, if it's a good comment, then you want to engage those people and bring them into your community by replying to their comments. If it's a video troll, if it's somebody just trying to cause trouble or somebody trying to be negative, well, just delete the comment. Just get rid of them, because they will pop up. They will be there. So don't take any of these negative comments personally. It's just part of the game. Negative comments says more about the person making the comment than it does about us. So I try to reply to every comment that someone makes on a video. It's not easy because sometimes you get a lot of comments, and sometimes it may take you an hour to go through them all, but it's worth it. All right, let's see. I guess we've gone through our agenda for the day. And looking at the clock, it looks like it's been about an hour, so I guess it's time for me to wrap things up. I really do appreciate you being with me today. I hope there was some value in our time together. If you're watching this video down the road, 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, go ahead and still leave me a comment. And I will try my best to respond. So I'll be back tomorrow morning, same time, 9 o'clock a.m. from the Lamppost Coffee Shop, and we'll continue to talk about YouTube, how to build our channel, how to build communities within our channel, how to grow on social media, and how to have an impact in this era of YouTube and social media. All right, have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. I am over and out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.
And when you ba